Hello, everybody. I'm Russ Kane. I've just been talking to myself for absolutely no reason. I've got to put up a proper banner. So give me a minute. Give me a second. My computer decided it was not going to work. Just wasn't going to work. It just got into a mood, and that was the end of that. So it just got into a real mood. And so I did what any self-respecting technical person would do, is I punched the hell out of it. Basically. I hope you're okay. I want to get on. This is all Neil's rubbish. I don't want this. Not being rude. Are we on today? Nothing's happening. I don't know why she's saying that. No idea. Right. Let me get a banner up, everybody. That's the first thing that I want to do. So today is, what is it? The 17th of October. I'm doing this on the hoof. Friday, the 17th October. With no Phil. Dave, goodbye, Phil. Hello, Russ. We love you. All right, I'm there. Completely ridiculous. So, yeah. First things first. I'm terribly sorry. The computer just went mad. Nothing would work. Anyway, here we are. Oh my God. Phil's busy with his grown-up big radio station. They need him for meetings and stuff, so he can't join us today. Never mind. So I'm not wearing a cravat. The hell with it. First things first, gang. One of my favorite bands, and I know everybody poo-poos them and everything like that, is Kiss. I've always loved Kiss because I think they're utterly ridiculous. Let's see what the marvelous comments say. Chantal, oh, there you are. Yeah, I've been here. Julie Voice, I hope you enjoyed your birthday. Yeah, it was pretty good. I went out for lunch. That was it. It was nice. Had a nice lunch. Hello, Ross. Hope you had a good birthday. Yeah, it was fine. I don't like my birthday. I never have. It's not something that I go, well, it's my birthday. So I had a nice lunch, and that was it. People who mattered, and that was my favorite little restaurant. Tucked away, and that was charming, and that's all I did. Nothing else. It was my dog is driving me insane today. She's driving me insane. She's just patrolling, and all I can hear is click clack, click clack, click clack. Right. First things first. Robert Van Buren. Hi, Russ. Hi there. Yeah. Now, one of my favorite bands is Kiss. I just love them. Everyone takes the mickey out of them, but I just love them. I thought they were absolutely great. What's this? Al Ferreira. What? Here we go. I'm communing. Al Ferreira going to Jacket Potato Man tonight. What is that? Is that a euphemism? Al Ferreira going to Jacket Potato Man tonight, lovely sun. Chrissy, have you been in the sun too long? So Ferreira's like a festival. The Jacket Potato Man, God only knows. That's the fire engines going by. God, it's loud here. Anyway, Ace Frehley died. If you don't know who Ace Frehley is, Ace Frehley was the lead guitarist, the best lead guitarist of Kiss, right from when they started in 1974. Ace Frehley fell down in his home, had a fall. How many times have we talked about this? How many times have we talked about when you go from, oh, Fred Smith fell over. Oh, big deal. Fred Smith, he had a fall. You know, that's it. Kind of the beginning of the end. Anyway, Ace, the spaceman, fell over in his home, got bleeding on the brain, and he died. Just been announced. He died yesterday. At least his family was there. I read this morning, and I got really upset. I know. I never met him. I was never going to meet him. I meant nothing to him. Here we go. We're going back to sunny Spain. Ferreira. Oh, Ambassador, how you spoil us. Ferreira, is celebration of the village. It's about those lovely jacket potatoes, lots of fair rides. In one of the cities in Mexico, they've now banned bullfighting. I'm not sure if they're not banning bullfighting throughout all of Mexico, which would be a good thing because it's revolting. Barry J. Allen, Flash. Good afternoon, Russ. Well, it's just kind of me, really. So good afternoon to you, Flash. I hope you're okay. Anyway, yeah, so Ace Frehley's died. He was 73, 74. Still performing, still touring, everything like that. Still rowing. with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. All these years, they were like the worst. It was the worst row in the history of rock and roll. But I'm really sad. I'm upset. I know that sounds stupid because it's a person I've never met, never gonna meet. I meant nothing to him, but he meant a lot to me. So Ace Frehley, wherever you are, fly high, spaceman. That's what I say. Fly high, spaceman. Philip Harling in Yorkshire. Iris. It was like going to Topperville, just getting loaf of bread. It's Friday. Is it bath night? I know, Yorkshire. God's own country. It's very beautiful up there. I've got to say, Yorkshire is fabulous, beautiful. The other place that looks fantastic, and my daughter will be thrilled, because for years she's been going on and going, oh, Dad, which doesn't talk like that, but she does for comedic purposes. That's how she talks. She doesn't talk like that at all, by the way. Dad, you've got to watch Traitors. You've got to watch Traitors. And I go, and I've kept trying to watch Traitors. I've been trying, right? Couldn't be asked. Couldn't get into it at all. Anywho, I started to watch Celebrity Traitors with Jonathan Ross and lovely Claire Balding and everybody. And Alan Carr. And Jonathan Ross. Actually, I just read that since recording The Traitors, Jonathan Ross has been arrested in John Lewis in the kitchen department for shoplifting. Apparently, he said it was a whisk worth taking. I'll let that one sit with you. I'm not going to explain the gag. Anyway, so I started to watch Celebrity Traitors. It's very good. It's really, I love Claudia. Not wearing quite enough makeup, Claudia. A little bit more will be all right. I got away with it if it wasn't you down kids. Anyway, so it's really good. It's really fun. And what I was going to say is that the scenery up there in Scotland, I believe it's, sorry about that. I believe the scenery up there is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous up there. So good advert for Land Rover as well, with the Land Rovers cruising around with all these celebrities. Delighted that Paloma Faith got murdered first. That was good. Not happy that Claire Balding's. If you haven't seen it, block your ears. Spoiler alert. All right. So that's the fun stuff. Let's not get on to take two, love. Still rolling. Let's get on to stuff which isn't so fun. There's a guy, an independent MP called Mr. Khan. I can't remember his first name, and I don't give a shit what it is, quite frankly. His name's Mr. Khan, Khan. Of course, he's an independent MP up in the independent sovereign state of Birmingham. And Aston Villa or somebody are playing an Israeli team. He's had everybody banned. This is Britain, 2025. With some little shit of an MP, an independent MP, can get the Israeli team and doesn't want any Jews there either. What a creep. How is that piece of nonsense? How is he even an MP? Well, we know how. And that's Britain. Is my dog collapsed? No, she's wandering around. You don't get this on the BBC, but then you don't get me on the BBC, and neither will you. So sooner it's defunded and dismantled, the better. Just the news department. They can keep the rest of it, but the rest of it should be dismantled. It's absolutely disgusting. So, apart from Traitors, obviously you've got to keep Traitors, and you've got to keep Strictly. Interesting. This thing just made my blood boil. So this morning put me in a really iffy mood because I was upset. I know you think it's ridiculous, but I got really upset about Ace Frehley dying unexpectedly. It just kind of shook me. I know it's silly. I know. But he's like not old. He's like 73, 74, 73. And I was always a big fan. Kiss, not the greatest musicians in the world, but the best showmen in the world. Their shows were just fantastic. And I'm sorry, and Paul Stanley's put up a very nice tribute. It'd be interesting to see what Gene Simmons, the God of Thunder, what he's going to do. And because there was such rows. Be interesting. Peter Criss would be very upset, the original drummer. And that's it. But this MP has really got making my blood boil Who is this jerk that he can say, well, we don't want Jews there. It's not just we don't want Israel. We don't want Jews there. Screw you. Maybe people one day will say, we don't want you there. Everything's a one-way street. Everything is a one-way street. Just unbelievable. I had rarely go out. I went out last night. The pal of mine is in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Notes from the film producer. Anyway, I've only had one coffee. Can you imagine what I was like on 2 coffees? Lovely, lovely Linda Dave. Hello to you, Linda. Hello to Ray. I'm not speaking to your son because obviously Rupert Murdoch is more important than me. After all I've done for that kid, I made him. And I can break him. Anyway, he's done very well. I'm very, very proud of him. Oh, God, Chrissy Richards. What? You've never heard of Ace Frehley? Right. You've heard of Kiss. Kiss, the band with all the makeup. Kiss. He was the lead guitarist, the original lead guitarist. Until Tommy took over after Ace left. Michelle Vaughan. So we've got people watching. We've got the people watching in Spain. And now we've got people watching in Australia. There she is, all the way in Sydney, where it's 1958. No, I have no idea what the time is. What have we got? Hello, Michelle. Well, I'm sorry we didn't get to see you because I never met you, but it would have been nice to have met you while you were in the UK. But there we go. Leslie Jones. Simple solution to make this Birmingham MP really popular in the city. Take away all games to be held in Birmingham during the Euro. Excellent. Leslie Ian Jones coming up with what the hell's going on with the big. I got caught up in wires. If I told you the day that I have ahead of me, you'd understand why I'm freaking out. Simple. I wonder how Leslie speaks. I don't know. Simple solution to make this Birmingham MP really popular in the city. Take away all the games to be held in Birmingham during the Euro Championship in 2028. Why you run anything in Birmingham, I don't know, but there we go. Christ. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable that an independent record numbers watching. Yay, thank you, all over the world. It is unbelievable that an independent MP, because Labour aren't quite far left enough, right? How are we going to get through the next 4 years, gang? How are we going to get through the next 4 years? How are your shopping bills? How are your shopping bills? I don't know about you, right? I go, I can't even pass Waitrose. I have to hide my eyes. I don't go to Marks and Sparks. I don't go to Waitrose. I go to Lidl or Aldi. That's it. Or B&M, which sounds something that a doctor wants you to do, but it isn't. B&M. You ever been to B&M? It's brilliant. Love B&M. B&M. Do you go? If you don't, you should be going to B&M. Absolutely, you should be going because everything's like tuppence. It's very good value. If Phil were here, he'd say, "Other supermarkets are available." What? Maybe they are, but anyway, B&M's good value. But I only go to Lidl and Aldi, and I put more stuff back on the shelf than I put in the basket in the trolley thing. Right? It's insane. What have we got here? Hang on, what have we got? Right, we got Chrissy Richard. She's in Spain. Plus Invictus. Oh, what? Yeah, what? Prince Harry, Prince Grifter. Plus Invictus. What do you expect? I'm not going to read the next bit. You can read that out for yourselves. Yes, it is. Prices gone up here too. She's talking about the prices in Spain, Espanol, the country that's so sorry it doesn't have a nuclear weapon to wipe out Israel, apparently, as of 2 weeks ago, so they can go screw themselves. Eggs here from 260 to 330 euros. Kiss, kiss. Nuki Brown. Hello. That's a new name. Hello, Nuki Brown, whoever you are. I suspect that isn't your real name. I'm going out on a limb. Can't be Home Bargains either. Now, educate us. Where are you living? I mean, I don't want the street address because we're not coming around for tea. But where's Home Bar? I don't know Home Bargains. I don't know home bargains. By the way, Chrissy, you're absolutely right about Birmingham. I mean, it's a lost cause, mate. It's an absolute lost cause. I think they'd just like to be I actually think they'd like to be an independent country with their own rules and everything else. That's kind of what I think. But I just was reading this and I'm thinking, how is this allowed? How is this allowed? Are the hate marches still going on in London? Oh yeah, every week. It wouldn't matter what they did. It wouldn't matter what they did. These losers are just got to be marching. So Nuki Brown, not surprisingly, is living in the northeast of England. Why are you, lad? It's a bit like B&M stores. B&M is great. It's really good. It's worth going in. You can do like your major. I don't know why I'm giving you shopping advice. I mean, who the hell am I to do that? But you do your main shopping in Little Aldi, right? Okay. Middle of Little. You never knew you needed so many drills. Walking down the middle of Little, it's like, yeah, that looks really good. What the hell? I don't need a drill. I don't need a drill. Why am I looking at drills? I wouldn't even know what to do with it. So it's the northeast of England. It's called Home Bargains. I don't think we have them based in London, but that means nothing. B&M stores. Anyway, so my pal is in from Grand Rapids. Hang on. It's all go today. All go. Right, what we got? Philip Harling. I shop at Lidl and B&M. Eggs are cheaper at Sainsbury's. All right. All right. Shop at Lidl, B&M. Eggs cheaper at Sainsbury's. That's because they're all laid by Jamie Oliver, personally. Hang on. Bad news coming in from Surrey, everybody. Sadly, Guildford doesn't have a B&M. Sending thoughts and prayers at this difficult time. No, Guildford won't have a B&M. It's Guildford. It's Guildford. Guildford down market is Marks and Spencer. That's cheap shopping in Guildford. Right. I'm just getting messages about tomorrow from Ray Gelato, who appears to be tomorrow night at the 100 Club, so he can't join for a smoke tomorrow because. Right. No, you see, wonder how long Mossad's list in the UK. People like a telephone directory fella. There isn't one, of course. That's just more propaganda nonsense. They would love it. Not from you, Leslie, but from the nutcases who march every Saturday. Right. Michelle Vaughan coming in live from Sydney, Australia. Neighbours, everybody needs Michelle Vaughan. The conversion rates when I was on holiday was ridiculous. Were ridiculous. I can't proofread the entire internet, Michelle. Got things to do. The conversion rates when I was on holiday were ridiculous. Just had to forget about it and enjoy my holiday, which is what I did. Fair dinkum. Right, Leon Jones. Here in Surbiton. Well, here in Surbiton, we have Waitrose and M&S. So I shop at Sainsbury's because I'm a rebel. Yeah. Getting wide or what? Getting wide with me, son. I love it. Sainsbury's. I'm not a Sainsbury's guy. I quite like it. I'm like not a real. I don't know. I'm not comfy in Sainsbury's. I can't find anything in Sainsbury's. Right. See, it's all happening. Dave Esleet. Dave, you're missing a trick. I think you need an apostrophe after the initial A. So it could be Dave Asleet. Let's go medieval, everybody. Dave Seat. I went to Lidl. I ended up. Look at this. And I thought, I'm not well. I went to Lidl and ended up panic buying a kayak, chainsaw, and a cuddly toy. That's what happens to me. I go in for like some Actimel to take all the endless medication I'm on, right, to keep me breathing. I can read it again. That's the funniest thing you've ever written to us in the show in all the years we've been going. Went to Lidl and ended up panic buying a kayak, chainsaw, and a cuddly toy, starting to think it was the best shopping trip. But why do our brains go like, you go in and think, I need some milk, I need some milk, I need some sausages, probably not dog food, I may have enough, and I need something else. You know, you're going for the basic stuff. Maybe knock yourselves out, some loo roll. And you don't know, and you end up. Let's try it again. There we are. Fabulous. Oh, this is true. You guys are on fire today. Leslie Jones. I only go to Waitrose if the wife's pony needs some hay. I hope it's organic hay. Patagonian organic hay, grown on the southern slopes. For that, yeah, of course it is. Right. Yeah. Well, I'm not that warm. You're quite right. It's a bit nippy, but I'm letting it air because of Ebony, who is. She's exhausting today. I don't know what it is with her today. She's got this thing that wherever you are, I mean, I don't think she can hear. God knows how much she can see anymore. Her hearing's rubbish unless it's the food going into the dog bowl. Can't hear anything else. Put a drop of food in the dog bowl. Heat-seeking exocet missile. Straight there. Anything else, she can't hear. You want to explain that to me? 16 and a half. Next, what is it? February? Next February, she's got, hang on a minute. Oh, I see what she's done. She's pulled my plug out. Swear to God. Hang on a minute. Hang on, everybody. There we are. We're back in business. Yeah, she pulled the plug out on her trap. She just wanders. She patrols the whole time. Who the hell? Who's got the oldest dog here? And if you do any marital jokes, you'll be banned. All right? This isn't Roy Chubby Brown. Who's got the oldest dog? I'll start. 16 and a half. Oh, now, Leslie Jones does have a wife who is Chinese. I believe this is true. My Chinese wife is so posh, we don't have rice, only quinoa. Thank God I learned how to pronounce that, because I always pronounce it quinoa. I thought it was pronounced quinoa. You know, I don't pretend to be a genius, as is very apparent. Anyway, it says, we don't have rice. I thought it was pronounced quinoa. Quinoa. She's getting ready. You know what we're talking about. About 4 minutes ago, she's getting ready, just out of hair and makeup. It's amazing. This fantastic RV, this huge recreational vehicle, goes to West London every Friday morning, and it's about a 2-hour process. The hair, perfect. They bring in the stylist, makeup professionally done. Normally, she won't be pleased I've told you this, but I think we're all pals now over the years. Her team have flown in from LA. She uses a complete Hollywood team. She just says, whoever looks after Nicole, Nicole Kidman, or whoever it might be, or Jennifer Lopez, or whatever it is. And that's what they fly over. She flies them over. They go in the RV, do it. And then after the show, they fly straight back to LA. I say, I can't keep affording this, Chantal, I can't. We're on a budget. She says, if you want me on the show, those are my terms. What can I do? I had to acquiesce. I don't even know what acquiesce means, but I also had to agree. I had a fascinating dinner last night. I can get rid of this because we've all laughed at it. Jolly good. A pal of mine came in from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and a guy called Clark. Sadly, his surname isn't Kent, which would be brilliant. But anyway, he came in. And it's just very interesting getting the American perspective on stuff and how different life is. And how at the moment, for a few more years anyway, when your neighbours have a row, they don't start shooting each other. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But perfectly believable because everyone's armed to the teeth. Of course they are. And if I lived there, so would I be, as I explained. I think he was a bit shocked. I think my pal was a little bit shocked at my horribly detailed knowledge of every gun that he had in his collection. Because I could describe them, because I watch a lot of those videos. Not that I have any weapons whatsoever, and I wouldn't have a weapon, obviously, unless I lived in America. Because then I would. I wonder if she's ready to grace us with her magnificent beatitude, with her omniscient brilliance. I can't think of the word, my mind blank. Will she coalesce the vapors of showbiz and put it into a way that is both inveigling, charming, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I tell you, I must have had the strongest coffee in the world this morning. You know her, you love her. She is the queen of all things visual. Chantal Rickards OBE.
You really are going off on one this morning.
I don't know what the hell's the matter with you. Christ, I really don't know. I'll tell you what the matter is. I've got the most enormous day ahead of me. And I've got the most.
What are you doing today? Are you allowed to tell us what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. I'm not the Labour government colluding with the Chinese. I can say what I like, can't I?
Very funny.
You haven't got a D notice on me, my dear. Yeah, I've now got 6 funerals in a row, and it's really like all hands to the pumps. Yeah. I haven't got 6 funerals today because not even I could do that. But I have got 6 funerals coming bang, 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 bang.
Wow.
And, yeah, I know. Wow, indeed. And it's very flattering because I'm getting calls from funeral directors that I don't know, which is really nice. I've never even met them, which is extraordinary. And
you need to put your fees up, Russ. You do need to put your fees up.
Could I put them up to as much as Leonardo DiCaprio for a personal appearance? Do you think I could do that? You'd know. The thing about it is, people say, understand me, I get what you're saying. You say, put your fees up, put your fees up. There is a kind of national acknowledged level at which the fees should be. So it doesn't matter who's being the celebrant, whether it's me or anybody else. We all pretty much charge the same. There's very little wiggle room.
Okay.
And the other thing, as you know, the media, which you are the queen of all, is besieged with this like direct cremations and pure cremations and all this sort of stuff because funerals are pretty pricey. And if you didn't care for the deceased that much, you don't want to spend a hell of a lot of money. But I do want to point something out,
which is
the following.
Okay.
When they say it's an unattended or it's a direct funeral, I'm not talking about the company direct funerals or direct.
Right.
I'm talking about a direct funeral. It's called a direct funeral. And it means the following. So I want people to understand this because I think there's a lot of blurred lines. A van, an unmarked van, will come to wherever the deceased has passed, normally a hospital or a care home usually. Could be someone's home, could be their home, of course. Would take them straight to the crematorium in the van, round the back, goodbye. That's it.
Really?
That is a direct cremation. Yes, that is it. And most people say, oh, but we could do, no, nothing. You do nothing. You're not invited.
So that really
the van,
is,
the unmarked.
Yeah, do not pass
go.
go.
Do not collect £200, and you go straight in, boom, and 2 hours later, you're in an urn. That's it. That's the deal.
Yikes.
And, yeah, it's some people like that. And I understand that, if you weren't close, or some people have to do that. But that's what it is. So please don't think, oh, we can send flowers. No, you can't. No, nothing. Van, round the back, and no one says anything. Boom, there's no service whatsoever. There's nothing. So it's
quite brutal. I want to go up in a firework display, preferably as
today.
As my cremated person needs to go up in a firework display. Yeah, just fill a rocket with what's left and send it up.
Okay.
I quite like that.
Oh no, I'd be so sad. I'd be sad. Michelle Vaughan, your mate, she goes, "I'll be having a direct cremation, definitely."
Oh dear.
We never got to see Michelle. Did you manage to hook up with Michelle while she was here?
I did.
Was it lovely?
She was buzzing around Europe, but she was here in London for a while. So I took her to BAFTA to see a couple of movies. Because you're so busy at the moment.
Oh, did you? How would you know I was that busy if you didn't invite me and ask?
No, because you keep saying how busy you are all the time.
I'm not busy of an evening.
I'm not
busy of an evening. I'm never busy of an evening. Leslie Jones says, "I think I'll donate my body to medical science." Medical science are disputing your will in that case. No, thank you. What did you see? Anything good?
Oh, I've seen so much. I've seen the new Leonardo DiCaprio film.
Oh, is that one Battle at a Time or something? Is that the one?
Yes. I'm still battling with that. I've seen
I don't want to see that. Thank you.
McConaughey film, which I'm going to talk about. I've
cool.
seen. I tell you what I saw. Was it last night or the night before? 2 nights ago, which doesn't come out till next year. But I'll just tell you briefly about it. It's written and directed by Bradley Cooper, who's in it too. Bit of a Hollywood pin-up. The main character is, his name will come to me, but it is based on the life, a brief moment in the life of John Bishop. You go, hang on a second, how did Bradley Cooper, John Bishop? I'm not quite.
The comedian John Bishop.
Yes, the comedian John Bishop.
The Liverpudlian bloke.
Yes. And Will Arnett is the actor, and who's a Canadian actor. He's very good, but I mean, he's mainly known for comedy roles. Mm-hmm. This isn't a comedy role, although he plays the part of a stand-up comedian who starts out life not as a stand-up comedian. I knew nothing about John Bishop's background.
No, don't know a thing about him.
This is moved to New York anyway, so it's the New York comedy scene. But it's a rather beautiful film. But it's got no date to open on our screens at the moment. But Bradley Cooper's.
So is it true? Is this a true story?
Yeah, it's a true story. And
I don't know anything about John Bishop. I don't find him that. I'm not a huge. He's very clever. It's very smooth. I'm not a massive fan.
Oh, I like me a bit of John Bishop. Okay, all right.
Okay. It's not like my favorite. I think he's very good. Please don't misunderstand. I think he's very good. I think his material is very good. It doesn't make me kind of laugh out loud.
Right.
But that's just me. Yeah. Probably too Liverpudlian for me.
It's called "Is This Thing On?" Tap tap.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, and but I will mention it again whenever it comes out next year.
That is so niche.
Well, yes, but you don't know it's John Bishop. So, and it's.
So hang on, I'm really confused. Is the character called John Bishop and it's about John Bishop?
No, he's an American geezer or a Canadian geezer who hangs out in New York, who is at a point in his life where things aren't going terribly well, and I'm not going to spoil it. But he and his wife are in the middle of separating,
right.
and it goes from there. And this guy decides to try and do something else with his life, or just find something else to do to cheer himself up.
I'm thinking about that. I think I'll be a funeral celebrant. Cheers me up. But it's based on John Bishop. This is what John Bishop.
It's based on John Bishop.
This is the weirdest thing ever.
I know. And John Bishop was at the screening, as was Johnny Vaughan, who was heckling from the back seats.
Can't stand him. Absolutely.
Anyway. It's a thing. So
do you know at Capital Radio, when Johnny Vaughan, the worst choice ever, when Johnny Vaughan took over from Chris Tarrant, he was awful. When Johnny Vaughan took over from Chris Tarrant, I was not allowed to meet him.
Why?
Under orders from the directors of Capital. Not only was I not allowed to meet him, I was not allowed to be in the same room as Johnny Vaughan at any time.
Were you still doing the flying eye?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No. I didn't do the fly. I didn't do. Did I do the? No. They shoved me off, and I had to. I worked then with Neil Fox in the afternoons, and I thought I can't stand this, so I left. Because I'd always promised, as I do with everything in life, if it's not fun anymore, if I'm not enjoying it anymore, I just think, God, this is a horrible drag and a job, and it's just a job. I thought I would stop, and I had 20 fantastic years and 3-4 months, I thought, oh, this is a pain. I'm not enjoying this at all. The money's great, but I'm not enjoying it. Plus, the kids were very, very little. And I thought, well, if anything happens to me, they're going to be orphans. Yeah, I should have rethought that. Anyway, so but so we were never allowed to meet, never allowed to speak.
Well, I wonder, there's a story there, but maybe
no, I tell you what the story was. I'll tell you exactly what it was. In their great corporate minds, it was like Soviet revisionism. It was like Stalin revising history, or Chairman Mao. Basically, what it is was, we were not allowed to have, the Johnny Vaughan had to be a new era, and we could not have any leftovers from the Tarrant era.
Really?
So we could not inherit anything. Nothing must be inherited from the Tarrant era. It was like year zero. And that's why I wasn't allowed to ever be anywhere near Johnny Vaughan or even say hello. Okay. So I never did. I've never met him. Weird.
That's very peculiar. Very peculiar.
Yeah, I know, yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great thinking.
No.
They thought it would pollute the new... the hell with it. Who cares? It's all a corporate thing. 20 fun years, and it was lovely. Oh. It was lovely.
Well, talking about old regime and new regime, I
yes.
Need to tell you that I went to see Downton Abbey, the grand finale, which is very much ancien regime, which is clearly the last Downton Abbey.
Till the next one.
Ever. No. It's called.
Do they all blow up? They're all killed.
No, but all I can tell you that Lady Mary is as grumpy, if not, I think Lady Mary's turning in to Maggie Smith. You know, Maggie Smith was...
Handbag. Oh, I thought he was one of the servants. He's wearing a tuxedo.
Exactly.
So
yeah, well, we're still yet to see... I mean, Maggie Smith clearly has died in a previous film.
And in real life, obviously.
After the end of the magnificent TV series.
So what era is this set in?
1930.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And miserable Lady Mary is going to take over Downton Abbey from the from her Lord Grantham, her father, Hugh Bonneville, who I'm going to miss on my screens. And she's sort of just miserable about it. It does tie together all the little bits rather nicely.
Does it?
Reasonably well. So go, if you're a Downton fan, go and see it because it's the last hurrah. If you're not a Downton fan, don't ask me where the story is when you come back from the cinema, because I'm still trying to find
There's no story. It's just like, let's make a movie, let's rinse it. Well,
there is a story if you have watched everything else in the,
Oh God, you can't make a film like that. It's hopeless.
Well, I mean, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it.
It looked nice.
And it is about the passing of, one era into the other era, and off they sail into the distance. And
that's Michelle. Well, how do you pronounce her name? Michelle Dockery. Is it? Have I got it right?
No, Dockery.
Michelle Dockery.
Yeah. Who's great fun and does
We saw her on stage.
Oh, right.
In a very sexy role.
Well, she is a very sexy woman. And she was in that sort of thrillery thing, East End type of thriller thing, the Guy Ritchie series last year or the year before, can't quite remember what that was called. And she was sort of playing more to type, because I think she's not an Essex girl, because that would not be fair, but she has got the accent of Lady Mary in real life.
Don't spoil everything for me.
Okay. Anyway. I just thought I'd mention it.
I thought she was well posh. I thought she was like Michelle Vaughan. Well posh.
It's the last chance to see it on the big screen.
Okay.
And on the small screen.
Gain anything on the big screen?
Yes, because it's grand. It fills your eyes. It's big picture. It's the sort of thing that needs to be seen on a big screen.
Okay.
I mean, Highclere House is so beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, and all those gorgeous bits are filmed there.
I want to go to that place wherever they shoot the Traitors show. Boy, it looks nice.
No idea. I've never seen the Traitors. Don't ask me.
Here's the thing. I was saying at the front end of the show that my daughter Lauren has been driving me mad for years. Dad, you will love Traitor. I can't be honest. So I tried, and three different times I tried. Shit, I'm not interested in this. Gave up, right? And now then I started watching Celebrity Traitors out of boredom, to be perfectly honest.
Yes.
I'm hooked, completely hooked.
No.
Yeah, it's really clever. It's really clever. I didn't think I'd ever say that. And of course, I love our Claude's. Claude's is great.
Yes, Claude's is fab.
She's just terrific.
Yeah.
This is great. Look at this. Hang on. In the 1960s, Downton Abbey becomes a hippie commune with a very young Russ.
If only. If only.
Oh God! I can't think of anything worse than being on a hippie commune. I was never in.
No.
They were just absolute load of wastrels.
Not enough
A load of
bathrooms.
wastrels.
Yeah, not enough
There you
bathrooms.
go. Not in Downton Abbey, there would be enough bathroom. Anyway, where the Traitors is filmed, it's up in Scotland, and the scenery is just breathtaking.
Okay.
Don't just
All right.
ignore
Okay.
it. The scenery is just it's very clever, and because you would know a lot of the people in the show.
Yes.
It's really interesting how they behave in an interesting.
Although what is sort of vaguely dubbed celebrity these days is not really what I call a celebrity.
Well,
because,
then
I mean,
you've got some of them. You've got Stephen Fry.
Okay. Well,
yeah, Stephen Fry's in it. The revolting Charlotte Church is in it. I'm waiting for her to be murdered.
Oh, so it's
in the show, not in real life. Don't write in. In the show, obviously,
Okay.
there's a rugby player. There's that guy who makes films who's got like the dreadlocks, who looks like very smart. I can't remember his name. There's Jonathan Awas. There's Claire Balding.
Right. So proper celebrities.
Oh yes, there's that lovely woman off Breakfast Television whose husband sadly died in COVID, whose name's gone right
Kate
out.
Garraway.
Kate Garraway. Who always had a secret crush on. I think she's very nice. Do you know? Years ago, I was invited to a charity dinner. I got there early, and by pure chance, I was on the table with Kate Garraway. So before anybody noticed, I swapped the place names.
You are very naughty.
I am, and I sat next to Kate Garraway, and I tell you, she was absolutely smashing. She was really lovely, and what I loved about her, she lived in a cottage at the time or something. She wasn't married, and there'd been a power failure. So you know what she did? She got made up in the car headlights. She put her headlights of her car on, never forgot, and got made up. And I thought, you're really nice, and she was just charming.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that. Yeah, I think she made a
Julie Voice from Guildford, sorry, formerly of Houston, Texas. I've started watching The Traitors so I can join in conversation with my friends. Now I'm hooked. It's weirdly, and I'm so annoyed because I have to agree with my daughter now, and she's always right, which makes me mad. It is ridiculously addictive.
I'm going to have to.
It's a very clever premise. I would have never dreamt of something like that. It's really clever.
Right. Well, I did watch Strictly Come Dancing only for 10 minutes. Well, again, it's full of celebrities, but I knew.
Well, I don't know any of them are
in the whole program.
I don't know who they are. I have no idea.
No. Well, our friend Russ.
Russ King was in it.
Russ King was in it. Well, he was until.
He was until he got booted off.
Yes, and
how he got through. I don't know how he got through week one. I'm going to be honest.
No.
He's a lovely fella, but Jesus Christ.
But I didn't know the other 9 people on the program at all. I hadn't got a clue who they were.
Who knows?
But it's not really aimed at me, I suppose.
I'll tell you my view on that. Everyone gets very snotty about it, but number one, it's a silly dance show. I mean, they're not trying to find a cure for cancer. It's just a dance competition. Get over yourselves. 2, in a grim, horrible, brutal, violent world, so full of hate and division.
Indeed.
An hour and a half of glitzy, sparkly, silly fun. No one's putting a gun to anybody's head. You have to watch it. It's fine. Just get over it. Just dance.
But as a youngster, I used to love Come Dancing.
Oh, representing, it's the Bill and Bobby Irving formation team. Representing the southeast of England. God, that was so formal, that show.
From the Blackpool Tower Ballroom or something
From
like
the Blackpool Tower Ballroom, it's Come Dancing with me, Peter West.
West.
Because I'm much older than you. Because I am much older.
A little bit.
You're very sweet. I used to, after last birthday, I used to, because I was an only child, and funny enough, I still am an only child. So my television was my friend. So I'd watch the black and white version of Come Dancing, the original thing, which was so stiff and formal. A guy called Peter West, so I'm probably the only person in Britain who can even remember him now. He presented long before Angela Doodad and all the rest of it. It was
Yep.
Peter West and, I don't know,
It was.
Muriel Young or something. Pussycat Willem, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I think Muriel
And,
Young, that rings a bell.
I made that up.
No, she was called something like Muriel Young, I think.
And, you know, all the women were these kind of rictus grins as they danced. And I mean, if they saw that and saw what Strictly Come Dancing is, they'd go, what the hell is this?
But the dancing was fabulous. And
Oh, it was
now
gorgeous,
it's just
yeah.
sort of joke dancing. And that sort of made me irritated, really, when I watched the
whole-
10 minutes of
Yes,
the
it's the trick with it is to shuttle through on iPlayer so you never have to listen to Test Daily. That is the golden rule. Never have to listen to that.
Okay.
And if you can get through anything that Motzi says, that's another added bonus. And you've got loads of people, you've got loads of contacts in television. Could you give Motzi a message? Personally, from me, they've invented a thing called a microphone. She doesn't need to shout. The microphone's right in front of her face, right? She could just talk and not shout like she's at Speaker's Corner.
Oh no! Oh, poor lamb. Okay.
Poor lamb.
Yeah. I'll send a note through.
Yeah, send a note because they listen to you. They won't listen to me, especially Motzi, who years ago blocked me on Twitter for no reason at all. All I said was nice things. I thought, well, screw you. I've loathed her ever since. I like her sister. I don't like her. Peggy Spencer. Peggy Spencer. Good evening. Formation teams. Yes.
Peggy Spencer. No, that I don't remember that name.
Peggy Spencer. These were basically people who had big dance schools and they put together their formation teams. The formation dancing was just, and everyone had numbers. It was pretty brutal stuff. They had, bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Everybody had numbers. Blokes had numbers.
Oh, they did have numbers stuck on the back. You're right.
Yeah. It was
all good fun. I loved it.
Yeah,
anyway, now listen, I'm going to try and persuade you to spend £9.99. I know you don't like spending money.
It's not that. It's on all the streaming platforms.
No, it is for a streaming platform. You're going to have to buy Apple for a month. It's £9.99 for 1 month, and you can cancel at the end of the month.
I'll forget.
No, I don't care. Just put it a note in your diary. And in that time, you need to see Slow Horses new series.
I do want to watch Slow Horses. I'm desperate to watch that.
The new Brett Goldstein film, which is called All of You, which is lovely. You know, Brett Goldstein, who was in Ted Lasso, one of the writers, and Shrinking. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I do not.
Did you watch Ted Lasso?
No.
And you haven't watched Shrinking with Harrison Ford? No. And so you haven't watched his comedy special either on Netflix?
No.
No.
But I did watch Night of the Demon from 1958 on my birthday evening on my own to cheer myself up.
Brett Goldstein is one of the best actors and best writers in the UK at the moment. You have to know who he is. You have to. Anyway, he's brought out this lovely film, which I really liked. He's co-written. I think he said, because I saw him at the screening whenever it was, a couple of months ago. I think he said if this was a project that he'd been wanting to do for 10 years, and he acts opposite Imogen Poots. She's an actress.
No, I know who she is.
Just checking.
Land on the boat.
Anyway, the premise is ridiculous. The premise is go and get a test and see who your soulmate is. Then you will find out whether your soulmate is really your soulmate. It's a ridiculous idea. That aside,
I like that idea. Where can I take the test?
No, it's a bonkers idea. No, it's bonkers. But that aside, it's a very lovely story about a relationship between two people who you so desperately want to get together. And I'm not saying another thing. And it's called All of You.
Go on.
No, I'm not saying any more because I'll ruin it. No, I'm not going to. You definitely got to see it. No. Go and see that. All of you.
This is the thing about Chantal. When she says she'll keep a secret, she keeps a secret. Hey, I'm going to name drop. Get this.
Go on then.
I meet up. I meet up with Colin and Ray, right?
Yes.
And we're just chatting, and so my excitement, it would be going, as I said, like going to Lidl and having wandered down the middle aisle and not buying a drill because what do I need?
I have several little drills.
You see, this is it. It's not just me who is pulled. It is like you're pulled to it like it's got a planetary gravity system.
I
Anyway,
see those green plastic boxes, and I just
yeah,
want to buy all of them.
all of them, everything. You got to buy, but that's the whole point. And do I need a poncho? Well, no, I'm not riding the range. For Christ's sake, I'm on the tube and the bus. Anyway, it's not the point. So Colin says, "Oh yeah, yeah." Anyway, I was talking to George, and I was just chatting to George. I said, "George, who? Who's George?" So he's
George Osborne.
hanging out with George Clooney, and who else was he with? Oh, for God's sake, somebody else huge, some massive.
Clooney was in town last week. Yeah.
Clooney was in town for his because the BAFTA screening they were at the Ham Yard Hotel.
Yeah.
And because there was crowds of people there, I thought, well, they're not there to see me smoke a cigar. It's highly unlikely. They must be there for somebody else. And they were. They were there for George. Who else was he with? Somebody enormous. Terribly important.
I'm trying to think who else is in that film. I can't remember. But I was supposed to go that evening, and I was out of town. So I couldn't. You
were out of town. Was Leo in the country? You had to hook up with him.
No.
Was that it?
No, but Leo. I think Leo has been in the country. Has he been in the country?
Probably.
Basically, they all came in for London Film Festival.
Yes.
And then they added on a few days so that they could do lots of BAFTA promotion and all the other stuff too. So all the massive stars have been over from LA in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they have. And
so,
they're not like us.
They're not like us.
They're not like us. George Clooney worked the room in a way that was
he's wonderful.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And it's just so fascinating. He has the same trick that Tom Cruise has. It could be a big room full of people, and he makes you feel you are the only person in that room, and he's only concentrating on you. It's an act that is brilliant.
Yeah, and you and 500 other women.
Yeah, and you feel like, wow, George Clooney. It's very clever.
He gives good eye contact.
Really clever. I mean, how's this for cool? He comes up to Colin. How great to see you again, Colin. If they work together. But how great to see you again. That's so cool.
That's lovely.
It's very cool, isn't it?
He is as good as it gets.
Yeah. Oh, top sumo fighters. No, you're probably not into
the sumo fighters. Yes, they've been here this week. They were at the Royal Albert Hall this week, throwing their
weight around.
They were throwing weight. Yeah, throwing their weight around and doing shape shifting in the strange, peculiar ways.
What else have you seen?
So I've seen something on Sky Now.
Yes.
I'm going to start by saying it's ludicrous, but I watched the first 4 episodes without stopping.
Oh.
Okay? So I just want to get that in there before somebody says it's ludicrous. I totally agree with you, but Niamh Algar, the lovely Irish actress, and Tom Hollander star in this big, glossy thriller that is sort of existential in terms of the story. Not going to give away the story, but it's like the whole world may come to an end in one way or another unless this story plays out to its best advantage. Of course,
obviously.
It's had so much money thrown at it. Yep. Locations all over the place. Beautiful locations. Sardinia, Slovenia, Florence, Rome. It looks fantastic. Absolutely looks fantastic. Niamh Algar is a girl, or her character is a girl, who does a sort of a quiz, an online quiz. And she wins the online quiz, and that takes her all the way to Florence, where Tom Hollander is waiting for her specifically.
As Spider-Man? He's not Spider-Man in this.
No, because she's got the best brain out of 17,000 people.
Okay.
And he wants her to do something for him.
She's
but he is not
Chantal Rickards
he is not all he seems.
Is he
and
not?
I love Tom Hollander, and I don't like it when he plays a bad guy. I really don't. But listen, it's wonderful nonsense. It's beautifully filmed. It's called The Iris Affair, which one might just about remember. And it's on Sky Now. It is on every bus side in London. They have thrown
much there's a lot of marketing on that.
There's so much marketing.
A lot of money. I've got the wrong guy. I'm thinking of Tom Holland, of course, because I'm an idiot.
No, not Tom Holland. Tom
No, I
Holland.
know. That was why I did the Spider-Man gag, and
I
it was
know, but
completely
I just
ridiculous because I got completely the wrong person.
Tom
I'm
Holland's
old
a
now.
little
I'm
guy.
officially old. I don't care.
Yes, he was in the Night Manager. Tom Holland.
Tom Hollander is fantastic. He's great.
Right, you got that.
Yeah, I know who he is. I know who he is.
The Iris Affair on Sky now and everything else. And now, if you just want something to do the ironing to, it's lovely and gorgeous. And I've only just started catching up with it. There are 3 series on Apple of The Reluctant Traveller with Eugene Levy. And I'm sort of slowly...
The guy with the eyebrows.
Guy with the eyebrows. And
big eyebrows. Big eyebrows and glasses.
Yeah, but you see, when you get to slightly later in life, somehow you get given all these travel logs to do.
I wouldn't know about getting later in life.
Well, no, I think you should put yourself forward as the presenter of travel programs. No, well, think who's done it. We've had Stanley Tucci doing it. We've had Joanna Lumley doing it. Yeah. We've had the cast who all went off to India together. And
I like that. That was pretty good.
Marigold Hotel, all of that bunch.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one. That
well, there's something rather nice about older people still having
more mature people. I think is the phrase you're looking for. Thank you.
More mature people, but still learning a thing or two as they go. And I've got into Eugene Levy, and he's just got such a dry sense of humor. He's fab. Yeah. Anyway, so that is
what's he doing? What's he doing in this show?
It's called The Reluctant. It's called The Reluctant Traveller. Right. And he just, all he has to do is look at a camera and sort of raise an eyebrow, and you are laughing with him. He's a very clever. He's a writer, director, producer, very, very clever man. But this sort of suits him incredibly well. And did you see all the promotion that he did recently with Prince William? Because he and Prince William met, walked around Windsor Great Park together, and that was all over social media. You didn't see any of that stuff?
I did see that, and I was probably raving and ranting about something going on in Birmingham at the time or something. So I didn't look at it. But I thought that was a weird photo op, Eugene Levy and Prince William. But
but I think Prince William is a fan of The Reluctant Traveller, and it's just such easy watching, and he's such a nice man.
Stanley Tucci with his cooking, that's all very cool. It's very cool. It's cool.
It's all very cool, and it's for people of our age.
Yeah, I think we should do a travel show. It'd be grumpy and funny. Bloody right. I haven't been anywhere for years. Absolutely nowhere.
No, I'm going off to Cairo next month, which I'm looking forward to.
Last boat to Cairo. Madness.
Last boat to Cairo. I would be getting in the first.
What are you doing in Cairo? What are you doing in Cairo? Is another competition? Of course it is. Of course. It's not a pyramid sale, is it?
It's not a pyramid sale. No pyramid selling.
Thank you. I'm here all week. Try the chicken. So, that's great. What is it? The Cairo Film Festival? Have I got it right?
The Cairo Film Festival. Yeah.
I hope that the English entry is Carry On Up the Khyber with Bounty and Gold. I love that. I love those Carry On. Absolutely love.
I'm going to watch that wonderful old James Bond film with Roger Moore to get me in the mood. You remember the one that's filmed at the pyramids?
Yes, of course I do. I don't know, but it's all pretty mysterious and quite creepy. The section where he's being, and he's going down the pyramid. It's quite creepy, actually. And his eyebrows. Talk about you. He puts Eugene, Rubin's eyebrows because they don't act. But Roger Moore. Yeah. As he wonderfully said, my entire career is, do you want me to raise my left eyebrow or raise my right eyebrow?
Very good. It's Levy, by the way.
Levy.
Yeah.
Did you drive your Chevy there? Anyway,
no, but I checked it earlier on because I didn't want to get it wrong. So
can you see? This is it. You actually do work. I just switch it on, hope for the best, and wing and a prayer, and somehow get through an hour. Right. So that's all on Apple.
That's it.
No. That's where are those shows on? Apple again.
The Reluctant Traveller is on Apple. The Iris Affair was on Sky. All of
Sky.
You is the film on Apple, and Downton Abbey is at the cinema.
And the cinema, Butterkiss, rah, rah, rah. Tell me something.
Yes.
If you've got Now TV,
Yes.
I'm asking for myself. If you've got Now TV, it's
Yes.
pathetic. Can I watch the Nanny Iris affair?
Well, I think so, because I think it shares content with
Does it?
with Sky. So I think so.
Okay.
I'll
Do you know
have
what
to
I started
double-
watching?
Yes.
Well,
What?
you won't know. You won't
No, I
know.
don't know.
I started. Why do people start sentences? Do you know what I did the other day? No, I'm not
No.
stalking you. How the bloody hell am I supposed to know what you did the other day, you muppet? Anyway, I started watching the original Department S with Jason.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh God, it was great.
Best
They've got
music
it on. I can't remember what channel. They've got all of the. I think it's on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube, and I started watching Department S, and it's like
Best music.
it's so camp and so ridiculous, but it's
So
so
camp.
wonderful to watch.
It is as camp as a row of
It's
tents.
as
It's
camp
really something.
as Christmas, but it's great.
I'm going to watch one over lunch right now.
It's really watch the first one. Just hilarious
Love
and
it.
great to watch. Chantal, thank you so much.
Great pleasure. Have a lovely
Thank
weekend.
you for all your wonderful advice and all your
I've got a movie
suggestions.
tonight if you want to come, by the way. So hit me
I
up later.
really, what is it?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, for God's sake. Is it? I'm hoping a documentary about jaguars in the jungle.
Do you really want to know what it is?
No, I was making pleasant conversation. Yes, of course I do.
Okay, it's called
Yeah.
Die My Love. And it's at BAFTA at 6 o'clock if you want to come.
I don't think I can't. Do you know what? I actually.
Oh.
No. I have. Let me explain why. I'm not brushing you off. You know that I would walk across hot coals to go out with you of an evening. However, I have a 4 o'clock family meeting and I have a 7:30 Zoom. I don't mean with my family. I mean for funerals, not my family.
Okay.
My family don't talk to me. So I have the 7:30. So I'm not finishing work till about 9 o'clock tonight. So otherwise I would go.
No worries.
But thank you very much.
Sweet.
Chantal Rickards OBE. She's the best, isn't she? She's the best. She's the best. Well, somehow we've stumbled through another week of broadcasting. You weren't invited, Michelle. Look, she'd go, I'd go if I was there. Well, you're not there. I'm here and I can't go because I'm working. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Try and stay out of trouble. No hurty words. Thank you so much for your company. We'll be back. I'll be back with Neil Longy Long on Monday. Until then, have a great time. Try and enjoy yourself. Bye.